What's going on, Afterdarkers, and welcome to another episode of After Dark Talk. I am your host, King Stephen J, with my co-host,
Chrissy. Ew.
The Cardi Gang.
No.
Hey. No, not at all. No? Man, whatever. Hey, we got some special guests today. We got two special guests to join us on this episode. We have...
I'm Ashley Ollison. My Instagram handle is Ashley Ollison, ASHLEYOLLISON. I am an entrepreneur here in Dallas. I'm also a women's advocate, and I'm a fashionista.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, I am Taboyous.
Ashley.
Ashley.
Okay, once again, I am Taboyous. Literally everything is I am Taboyous. My social media, from Instagram to Twitter. I do taxes, credit repair at Taboyous Financial, Austin Financial. So I'm all about educating people. And throughout Dallas, I'm just a grower. I like to call myself an entrepreneur, but I'm just a grower. I like to grow people, grow myself.
I like that. I might need to be using some of your services, man. We got some write-offs with this dang
I got you.
with this podcast and whatnot. And we've been spending some bread, like killing
Thanks
the
for
game.
having me, too, y'all. Thanks for having
We
me.
appreciate you guys coming out.
Likewise, thank you.
And I think like the unique thing about this today is my middle name is Ashley. We spell it the same way. Hey man, let me tell you, grandma done did me wrong when I was a baby, man. Hey, my grandma used to love Gone with the Wind, and if you don't know the lead actor, that was Ashley. It was a guy. So she was like, "Why don't we name him?" Well, I was like, man, if I was a kid, I would have been like, "Nah, grandma."
Don't do her like that.
Right?
It's the Ashley Club.
Hey man, shoosh. So we're gonna jump right into the Did You Know?
Did you know?
Man, we got a new president.
Supposedly. Yeah, because I think they're trying to find some loopholes or something. Like,
Man,
it
so
ain't
he's
cut
not.
and dry.
He's basically not conceding right now. So it's like when you don't concede, then you could challenge everything from like the legal aspect, and then it's just like a drawn out process. And if you could somehow prove the fact that there was some cheating, voter fraud going on, all of that stuff, then there's a way that you could still be a president, or he could basically, go like start a war and stay in presidency as well. You can't change presidents when you're in the middle of war, from what I've researched. I could be wrong, but that's what I found out.
Interesting.
Yeah, nah, man, this dude Trump, man, is trying to find everything. But the funny thing is, like, now he's like basically trying to, or he's starting to admit like little small hints in and there that the dude is done.
Yeah.
Right,
It's a dawn of a new day, and you out of this.
Can we shout out the fact that so many people voted?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Let's a
People
round
that
of
had
applause for
never
that.
voted.
That
Yes,
was
Atlanta, Dallas itself.
Yeah.
Hey man, big ups to Yellow Beezy, man. Yellow
yeah.
Beezy had people out there voting, like young
my
people,
boy.
like registering to vote and everything like that. And I can't remember the church. Which church did he team
Was it
up with?
Friendship West? I think it was Friendship West.
I don't know.
I think.
I
Probably.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he teamed up with a church, and basically, they got people involved, man. And we had record turnouts, and that was pre-voting. And there's one thing I want to say too, like going forward, just to kind of like prevent this issue of what we have now. I think what we need to do as far as like African Americans or minorities in general is we need to go ahead and vote early, period. So our vote is already counted. They don't have to do no last minute counting. And I understand people have to do the mail-in and stuff like that because of COVID. But man, let's just try to hit those polls early. And I think I'm going to get really involved next year. Like, I'm really not into politics. I don't really care who you vote for, just as long as you vote. But I think next year I'm going.
And I think it's
turn up.
important too that we vote locally.
Facts.
Because
That's the
our
main
local
thing, yeah.
affects our state affects the country. And so putting the people in place to make a difference locally will, bring so much hope for our communities.
Yes.
And that's what
Exactly.
it's about. So yes, voting early, but staying on top of it, not
Exactly.
just voting for presidency, because that
Yes.
is important,
Yeah.
but voting locally. I think that's super
more important.
So,
For me, that's more important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You feel like you can touch those people, right?
You
They feel
can.
tangible. So
I forget which one of the candidates for one of them districts, like in Richardson, the Richardson area or whatever. Me and my mom went to go vote, and she was out there. She was like, "Yep, this is me." Like I was like, "Oh, okay." Like nice to
Girl,
meet
you
you.
automatically
Like,
got my vote.
Yeah,
'Cause you
exactly. But
president,
but because we live in Garland, she wasn't on my ballot. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But she's still out there helping
Yeah.
support and stuff like
Right.
that. And I heard people say, like, just as long as you, like, help people out as far as, like, food in the lines, that'll keep them encouraged to stay. And then it's also funny that, a lot of supporters of Trump, I'm not going to say Republicans because, like, it's really cool Republicans out there, but followers of Trump basically was, like, trying to, like, scare people at the polls and stuff like that. And it still came to the point where people just showed out, showed up and showed out. And you didn't see nobody there. You know, I was even to the point that I was like, yo, I got my AR in my trunk, and, you know, I already got that in the trunk. And I got my gun on my waist side. So I'm like, yo, if y'all need somebody to basically help y'all go up there, man, believe me, I'll stand side by side with you. Ain't nobody going to fuck with you. I'm right there. Because it's going to be me or him.
No,
whoever first.
That's about voting what I like to hear, right?
Exactly.
There. That's my moment to time in, because I don't really want to tell people they should vote or not vote, because I'm on the side that they need to give us something. I'm at the point of my life where, as a black man, we're not giving them no more free votes. So I'm gonna let y'all speak on voting early and all of that, because I can't really speak on that. But what I will say is, as a black man, as men, we need to make sure we do exactly what he said. All that, them telling us we can't vote, people circling cars. Hey, my brother was showing me that type of stuff, and I was like, man, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, because we're not having it like that. We not, as men, if our women and our people are gonna be out there voting, we need to be taken care of. That, period. But here's the thing, though. Let me make sure I say this, because I want to make sure my point is, they need to give us something. That's it. Like, we're not gonna be showing up. We're not gonna be showing out for people who are not giving us nothing.
No,
give us the reason why we need to vote for you.
Locally too. Locally, like as she said, locally, y'all got to do better. Like, we need better, and we want better, and we demand better from here going forward. Like.
And we also want to see people of our color, man, like going for these offices. And I think like it could be. Go ahead, Ashley. I know you, girl. You was like, I need to get this. What you got to say, sweetheart?
I was just gonna echo, you know, like what he said. Like, we want to see change.
Facts.
And unfortunately, until we stand up and go do and make a change, we won't see it. We can't put our people in place if we don't vote them in.
Exactly.
True.
We can't encourage our people if we don't stand behind them. So like you said, I think it does start with the men. I think, you know, if they lead and show us how it's supposed to be done, then hey, we're right behind you. Because one thing about it, we're a cult. We'll conform.
Facts.
We will.
Easy. We're either your worst critic or we're your biggest supporter.
Exactly.
So,
I think the cool thing is too is like, you know what you said, like putting people in place. We need to go a step further. So like, what happened if we like how Chrissy and we were talking about putting together $1.50 initiative. Man, just imagine if 10,000 people gave $1.50. You know what I mean? Like we could actually put a young person, Mexican, Asian, Black, African American. We could put somebody in school to align them to become public servants. I mean, we can even go one step further than that.
Start grooming.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, like
Absolutely.
So, you know, neither here or there, you know, whether you voted Republican, you know, independent, conservative, whatever, Democrat. I'm just glad you guys out there.
Don't forget the Green Party.
Yeah, Green Party, you know. I'm just glad you got out there and voted. Hands down. Like, I don't care who you vote for, but you got out there, you did your thing, and I just want to applaud you today for doing something like that. So let's get into the next topic. Then the next story, Mo 3. Mo 3.
R.I.P.
So there's been a lot of violence in Dallas within the last week. That's crazy. And Mo 3 to me was one of those cats that my brother was like, they knew each other from the past, so it affected him the most, like from anybody in my family. But this cat was just like naturally talented, that could sing and rap. You know what he reminded me of? The Nate Dogg of the South, but better. But to me, better. Like the way that he aligned himself with his contract with Empire, this dude owns all of his work, so his kids will forever eat, and it's like he had the best deal. So I was like, you know, what was this motive? Like the whole setup of the situation was like, you know, I know Mo 3 like rides around with his gun like anybody else do, just for protection these days. This was the one time where he put the jury up, put all the money up, and then put the gun up in the safe, because he's I don't know, I think he's like a felon or something, or not a felon, but he has some kind of like record or whatnot to where he can't really carry guns around. But he put all that in the safe, went to a girl's house, and then that's when the plot went up. Like it was a setup from the beginning.
That's what they say happened?
That's what they said happened. Like some guys followed him on the highway, got out the whatever car they was in, started walking up to him. You couldn't see no weapon visible. And then he got out the car, like it was about to be like a, you know, one-on-one fist match. And next thing you know, this dude pulled out a gun and he started running. A couple of shots let off. Next thing you know, that one bullet hit him in the back of the head. And there's still some talks about him getting ran over. I doubt that he got ran over. But that one shot killed him. And then a bystander got hit as well, too. So I was like, man, that's just like, excuse my French, but the hoest way of trying to kill somebody, you setting them up versus facing them man to man. Like, that shit right there ain't cool.
It's been a long-standing beef, though.
Yeah.
Like,
and we're not gonna say who the other party is because I ain't trying to get into that shit.
There's been a lot of beef going
Yeah,
on
yeah.
for the past few years, like in regards to him.
Yeah.
Like in other parties, it's just
But there's one
unfortunate.
individual from that party that's just celebrating the hell out of this moment, and
Oh yeah.
we trying to see if he's even
yeah.
gonna make it to January.
Yeah,
he's a little too-
he doing a
little
lot.
too
He's not
verbal
even
with-
in the city right now.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
last
yeah.
thing I saw
Yeah, you
on
can't
social media.
can't be talking shit and then run.
I don't want to say too much. Right?
Can't talk shit and run. I was just like, hey, y'all got anything y'all want to say on that? It's an unfortunate situation. but-
That's a tough situation. Thoughts and prayers out to the family for sure. I can't really speak on it because that's the streets, man.
Exactly.
That's
Once again, we go from talking about empowering our people to seeing our people do this to each other. But you know what I mean? It's just life, man. Like we're put in a very tough situation. It's really just sad. That's all I can say on it, man. I don't really know the situation. I don't know Mo3 and none of that. I like his music. I heard about the beef with the other person, like you say. I don't know nothing about that in my situation. But when I think about it and I hear y'all talk about it and I feel that energy that's surrounding that situation, because it's energy, like, you know what I mean? Like, and Dallas is, like I say, there's just a lot going on in Dallas right now, a lot going on. And so just to feel that type of energy and feel it, man, it's just a sad situation because we shouldn't really be we got way more other things to be worried about than
Facts.
on the freeway trying to shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's wild. But that's the life. You know what I mean? Like, when
That's
you
the
think
life
about
we
it
chose.
in full circle, that's just the situation. Like, I come from Louisiana. I come from seeing that type of a lifestyle. I know what that lifestyle is. That's just the life. That's like, as bad as that sound, and it's just a real bad feeling because that dude was talented. That dude was definitely talented.
Yeah, that voice, man. I was
Yeah,
like,
that
Jesus,
dude,
man.
dude was definitely nice. And there's a lot of, like I said, I'm not from Dallas, so there's a lot of Dallas artists I just don't really just be
Following
listening
and
to,
whatnot,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? But that was one of them. That dude was nice.
Yeah.
He was definitely nice. So shout out to his family, man. Shout out to him being a smart black man. See, and I love to hear y'all say that and understand that about him because to be in that lifestyle, to go through all of that, but to still be a smart, intelligent black man and to show that just shows how powerful we are as people. You know what I mean? Like, so when I feel that energy that surrounds that situation, it's sad because that was a powerful man who just didn't understand his power so well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No,
And you know what I mean? And
Right.
that's it's like, that's just, you know what I mean? Because then you got to think about the people who did it. They don't understand their power too. So, you know what I mean? Nobody's really at the fault. It's just the fact that a bunch of miseducated black men doing things to try to,
We're not gonna say
whatever.
things.
You know what I mean?
Dumb
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Just doing
Yeah,
dumb
it's a dumb shit.
Dumb
Like,
shit.
Yeah,
But
like, and
man.
it's just terrible, man. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's just,
Yeah, man. And then also, man, we want to send out a special prayer to Dr. Rose.
Absolutely.
Yes,
That
sir.
man right
Yes,
there
sir.
is talented too. Not
Yeah.
only do he set up black people, you know what I mean, and make your teeth look hella good.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I was looking at some of his work. I was like, damn.
Yeah, it is.
It was crazy
Yeah.
though. Is I don't even follow that many celebrities on social media, but he's definitely one of them
Yeah.
because he got swag, man. I
Yeah.
fuck with his swag.
His
can I
dental
cuss?
swag is.
Oh, okay, yeah. So my bad. Yeah. So yeah, I fuck with his swag.
Yeah.
Man. I really do, cause you know what I mean. Me being professional, being in the financial industry, one of the things I hate is that they expect you to look and be a certain way, and I hate that. And Dr. Rose is a doctor, and you know what I mean. He dresses like he
This
be out here
dude-
cleaning it
This
up.
dude be in
Like,
Balenciaga.
but you know, so it's just sad because
Mjado. Did I say it right?
they tried to get him.
Mjado,
Yeah,
okay,
he
you said it
good, though.
Like,
I
I done
think-
probably butchered the hell out that word. What is it?
Which one?
What's that? I know you know what I'm talking about.
Balenciaga?
No. What's the one that start with an M? Mjado or I can't. Damn, what the fuck?
Oh, you got
Young
me.
Dolph talk about it all the time. Him and Moneybag Yo. But I butchered the hell out of that name. Sorry, Brand. Sorry, Brand.
Now I don't even know.
But at the end of the day, this dude right here, not only was he a great dentist, a doctor, we ain't call him a dentist because he's a damn doctor, but he also was good at and lyrical as well in the music aspect as well. So I just say like, man, like who said it? Somebody said it. I think it was Safari. Bad that I'm quoting this guy. But he basically said, just be careful what you say in these raps, man. You don't need to show no guns. We know what the guns look like.
I saw
Yeah.
And we know what $100 bills look like. We
Yeah.
don't need to show that, man. We need to mature our game. We don't need to be flashy anymore because I think that and thank God, and it's probably bad that I'm saying this, but thank God for this pandemic, because if we didn't have this pandemic, like we would not know how good of a hustler African Americans are. Because I'm talking about when you're talking about shooting up, like Latin and African just shot up. Because other races, they corporate. You know what I mean? They when shit shut down, what they like, they don't know what to do. You know what I mean? But black people's like, yo. Black people and Hispanic people like, yo,
I'm gonna make these masks.
Capitalize.
Like, yeah.
Facts, like, hey, Chrissy, hey, Ash, hey, Taboyous, what we need to do to get some bread? Like, how can we come together? And people have really been like messing with each other. So.
We love each other. Black people always come together.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and then also, man, I don't know if you guys heard about the story about Kawan Charles, the 15-year-old from Louisiana, basically was going from, I think, like a soccer game or soccer practice, and he left with a Caucasian 17-year-old friend and his mom, and never returned home. I don't know. You could probably research his name, just type it in, and you'll see the pictures. But I promise you, he looks just like Emmett Till.
Yeah.
And he's dead.
Yeah, I think they burnt him and
beat him with a bat or a stick or something like that. The left side of his face is just like completely fucked up. Like it's not even funny. So prayers lifted up for his family. Also, man, I know that also if you research his name, they have some numbers that you guys can call to basically call into that sheriff's office and get them proactive, because they didn't even do a file of missing.
No Amber Alert.
Nothing like that. No missing persons alert. That's what it is. But yeah, so check him out. And then also we had one more. We're doing a Friendsgiving. Oh Lord, there it is. We're donating to the homeless, the After Dark Talk Show. We have tissue, we have deodorant, we have toothbrushes, we got toothpaste, socks. We got all of that stuff, and we're doing that with Stephanie.
In Creative Couture.
Yeah, in Creative Couture. She was on about 2 episodes ago. You guys can watch that on YouTube or listen to it on all platforms. So yeah, we're gonna be involved in that too. Yeah.
From 6 to 9 in Louisville.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the studio.
Eargasm.
I can't.
Eargasm.
I ain't so smart to say, but due to my 200-day fast, I can't say.
I'll say it for you.
I tried to keep a straight face.
I was like, I can't really say that, man. I got to get off of that. But we want to move on to the next deal. Like I called Chrissy this morning. I was like, yo, I got something that I want you to listen to. And I sent it to their Instagram, and it's this clip with this pastor. I'll make sure that I'll put him in the details, and also this young lady that was hosting the actual episode. And it was deep. So I want you guys to listen to it, and we're going to listen to it as well. And then we're going to unpack what we think, give our opinions and our likes and dislikes. And then we basically going to show people like, or basically help people, how would you say it, like,
that's in the dating. They single. They trying to mingle. They single.
There you go.
And mingling.
Yeah, you can't be nervous no more. Them days are over with. We need you to step up to the line like Steph Curry, man. Shoot that three and then walk away. Kind of do a little dance. You know what I mean? So we're gonna tune into that clip right now.
Let me first say to all of the listeners that we got to stop dating like people are accessories. Like the shoes got to match the purse. You know, or like the shirt has to match the pants. Sometimes people date and their professions have nothing to do with one another. Yes. Let me tell you, purposeful dating, especially if you're doing it towards marriage, God never intended for us to find happiness in marriage. You can't find it nowhere in the Bible. It's so people, number one, they're looking for something in relationships that don't exist. That's like coming into my house looking for the Oval Office. It ain't here. It's on 1600 Pennsylvania in D.C. Getting into a relationship is not about looking for happiness. God uses marriage as an evangelistic tool. And marriage is designed to make you more like God. No wonder you find somebody who works your nerves, because if you're going to be more patient, if you're going to be more loving, if you're going to exude the fruit of the Spirit, then God has to give you somebody who's not like you. Right? So that you can become strong where they're weak. And you can be weak where they're strong. The problem is we up here looking for people who are strong where we're strong, and then you get two headstrong people who can't get along because there's no weakness, no vulnerability. I don't need somebody who does what I do.
Yeah.
I need somebody who does what I don't do so we can do something we ain't never done before.
That's good. That's
so
good.
Purposeful dating in 2020 is making sure, listen, that you date destiny, not bank account. That you date hope, that you date futurism, that you date communication and not muscles or swag. Because swag ain't sexy when it's hitting you upside the head.
Come on.
Swag ain't sexy when you're at home alone 5 nights out of the week.
Yeah.
And money don't mean nothing when you can't sit down on the couch and tell each other how you feel.
Man, calm down.
Trill.
That.
I feel convicted.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right. Hey.
Let's unpack.
Go ahead. Ash, go ahead, Ash.
Yikes.
Go.
What did you get out of that? Come on.
No, that was a word.
Yeah.
That was, whoa. Yeah, that was heavy. I agree 100%. I think dating in 2020 has become shallow. And I think that our society and our culture, our climate with dating has become shallow because we're based on social media. So everything is what I see. When I see it, that's what I want. So if I see goals and y'all post a cute picture, that's what I want. Yeah. But I don't know what goes on after the picture is posted. So I think that's true. Dating somebody intentionally and with purpose means unpacking and really seeing them for them, not the outside. Because everybody, my grandfather always says, we always show up how we want people to see us. So when you show up, that's your representation of you. But that doesn't mean that is you.
Okay.
So, you know, when we go out and we're meeting these people, we're putting on
Right.
we're putting on ourselves, our representative, basically. And then everybody, I don't know anybody that shows up to a social party or club or wherever not looking their best. So
Of course not, yeah.
When I meet you, I'm meeting your representative, but when I start unpacking and really getting to know you, that's when you can see the person for being who they are. I also think we have to learn to be vulnerable. I think a lot of times we're not. And I'm guilty of that. Not wanting, you know, you've been hurt or you've been through certain things. So you're like, you know what, I'm just going to give you what I give you. If we have a good time, that's it. But then when you're dating intentionally and you know, with purpose, you realize that, like, you know what, I don't want somebody that just matches my representative. I want somebody that's going to pick up those pieces and those holes that I have to help me be a better me. So whoever that pastor
was. First off, shout out Grandpa because he gave us some. I see you do your thing. But yeah, dude was definitely speaking. And one of the things that stood out great to me though is like when he talked about happiness. I preach this a lot to people. Is that we need to find our own happiness. Happiness does not come into a relationship. Happiness is what you bring into the relationship. If both of y'all are happy, the relationship is not based on some false imagination that you make me happy. It's based off whatever you brought that person into your world and your space for. And so, you know, when he spoke on that and just everything else, he's just preaching that he doing his job. You know what I mean? He letting y'all know, like, this little idea, image that we got to look, sound, carry ourselves a certain way, or, you know, these days people talk about, I really hate this topic, I don't even know why I'm saying this, is that whole 50-50, you pay this type stuff.
Oh my God.
That used to be me.
Man,
used to.
all of it, just everything about like what you expect in a relationship, throw it out the window.
Absolutely.
Like, that's not a relationship. A relationship is just about, you know what I mean, two people coming together
Teamwork.
and working on the same accord to get to the same mission, to get to the same source. That's it, period. The rest
Hey,
is
man,
just
repeat that
thing.
again.
I can't, man. That just came out the top of my head.
Hey, it's a boy.
Hey,
You and
inshallah, man.
Ashley
It's
are going
written, man.
off today. Oh, my God.
Hey, the whole time I'm hearing dude talk, man, I'm just saying in my head, inshallah, man. It's
Like,
written as God's will, man. This is like, cause he's talking about stuff that people have to, like, I've been single for the last 4 years, going on to my 5th year. And the whole purpose of me even going on my stint of being single is that I didn't understand myself. I was an insecure, idiotic, childish man. Like, I was not even a man. Like, can't even throw that word in there because that's not nowhere what I was. And I took the time to fall in love with myself. And once you fall in love with yourself, you understand what happiness is. You understand what bliss and joy and all these words that people talk about is. Like, you really start to understand that. And so when you go back to a relationship standpoint, it doesn't even look the same. Like, your idea of what a relationship was to what it truly is now, it's two different things. Like, and so, when I hear him talk about that, I just sit over here and I just be smiling. But I know people still won't understand that because we live in a society, in a world where it's all about the show. Yeah. What you can do for me, how you put me on, make me this. Oh, I want to look like, man, get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
But,
sis,
yeah.
What about you, girl?
Shit.
Hey, them two done fucked me up. I was like, got granddad over there speaking knowledge. Hey, man, you got brother Taboyous over here just killing the game.
Shit.
I mean, Taboyous, Taboyous. Taboyous.
No,
But
That's good. Hey, y'all call me Bo too. Call me Bo.
Bo?
Hey,
Okay,
Taboyous is.
That's a long name.
Yeah, Taboyous is just, man. Like, once again, I just wanted to step into my true self, and Taboyous is my true self. It's the person I breathe, live, and die for. Like, I'm not bowing down to nobody when it comes to Taboyous. But people who call me Bo or T-Bo, my friends, I consider y'all people who can be within my circle, like my space. This is my space right now.
Blessings.
So even being like, this is my first podcast. Shout out to, because I heard dudes say we're gonna be on like YouTube and shit. So I started freaking out in my head.
We over here breaking virginities too.
Man, they out here just got me. Man, I don't even supposed to be out here in the world like this.
We over here breaking virginities, man. Like,
but you know what I mean. So yeah, y'all call me Bo though. Don't make me feel professional, man. Like, I'm supposed to have a suit.
Hey, we chilling, so Bo.
T-Bo.
We out here.
Yeah, but what about you, sis? Like, what you think?
I agree wholeheartedly with the pastor, with Ash and T-Bo.
Yeah.
And I want to touch back to last episode when we spoke on the list. Now, when you don't have a clear vision of what you're even looking for when you're dating, then you're going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
So that kind of ties into all of that, everything that they said and the pastor said.
Yeah.
So.
And I want to say one more thing, just to echo T-Bo. Love yourself. When you fall in love with you, and I've been doing that this year, so I've been single this whole year, and I've been on a journey. And the one thing I would disagree on is happiness is not a thing. Throw that out the way, okay? Because happiness depends on what's happening.
Yeah.
You need to find joy. You need to find peace. You need to find the things that truly bring you the most joy. That's what you start loving about, loving yourself. And like he said, once you love yourself, it just opens your mind.
Yes.
You don't want those surface things anymore because you're like, that's just a piece.
Right.
Like, that's, you know, and then you start like, oh my God, they feed my thoughts, or they feed my, all these other things. And so I think that is so important. So I just had to echo him because, yes, fall in love with yourself, whether that's taking a month off, 2 months off, a week off, but whatever you need, everybody needs to enjoy being single by themselves and falling in love with themselves.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly. So I like, okay, so I'm just going to be honest with y'all. So it sounds like from what you guys are talking about, that in order to find somebody who you want to be with or find the idea of what you like, take the time to do what you need to do to heal and love yourself. That means you need to just go out and take risks. Like, it's like, yo, what do I want to do today? Oh, yeah. Shit, I'm just going to go for a run.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I need a partner that needs to run. She got to be able to run with me. Or I want to go on a hot air balloon. Man, she got to love views. Like, just like certain things like that would start to articulate like what you want in a woman.
Not to cut you off, but let me throw this in there too, just to get people thinking and bring it to a real deep level, right? So when you're a kid growing up, you're falling in love with yourself. Your first relationship or first couple relationships is what's breaking yourself. Like, you have to understand that. So by the time you go through those relationships, you have to redid what you did when you were a kid and when you came into this world. You have to re-fall in love with yourself and figure out yourself. So it piggybacks on what you're saying. Go out there and venture out, man. Enjoy life. It's beautiful out here. Yes. It's crazy. But it's beautiful out here, man. Like you say, and then you can identify what you want in that person. Like, I want her to be this and that, or him this and that. Like, you really can know, instead of, oh, he just a local person in my neighborhood. Like, we just, I mean, he always at the club next to me. Type, just get out of here.
Take your ass to Houston or Austin.
You know?
Go to a bar. Go to a bar and then challenge yourself. Hey, I'm leaving with a number tonight.
They call it the whole face. Have a whole face.
It's like, please have a whole face.
Please have a whole
Like,
face.
for real.
We was talking about that last episode. It's like everybody got a little hole in them. I don't care what you say. Everybody got that
Back
face.
where I'm from, we call it ratchet. Everybody got some ratchet in them.
Yeah.
You can be a loud hoe. You can be a quiet hoe. Either way it go, you a hoe.
You got a little. It's okay.
It's
okay. As long
definitely
as you
okay.
grow out of it.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
can't be 30 nothing.
It make you a better person, man. Get
your inner hoe out.
Hold
You
on,
become
I'll
a
take
better
that out.
person.
She said you can't be 30 and something. You can be 30 and something and still doing it. You can be whatever age. You can be 80
know a
out
couple
here
of-
still getting it in, bro. Like, don't know. Be whatever. But what you better, that whole face give you confidence. Don't let nobody lie to you.
Oh, no, it
does.
does.
Definitely gives you that extra, like, when you lack confidence in a relationship, it's because you ain't believing in yourself. You might need to go out here and believe in yourself a little bit and like build your confidence. So I hate when people find girls and they ain't got no confidence. You looking at her like, bro, you way too fine for that. Chill out.
You know what? I'm gonna be
Chill out.
Hey, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Like before I started my 200-day no fat fast, you know, I was basically on that shit. Like now I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? I'm a handsome ass dude, man.
Come on, man.
Like
Tell
I
them
seen
stop
like
playing.
I told Chris, like I seen this fine girl and I was like, yo, usually I'm like, oh, I want to smash shit. Like now I'm just like, oh, she cute. Like I'm just being honest with you. Like I can't unpack her because I don't know her. And if I had a conversation with her, we might not even be on the same level because she could still be like in that phase of wanting to do things and I'm not. Like when I tell a chick like, yo, I can't have sex, I can't watch porn, or I can't masturbate for the next 189 days, they be like, what? Like I'm like, no, I can't do any of that. And it just opens the possibilities like, yo, you ain't for me.
Right.
Delete.
Because if you know that's some hoe shit like that, you don't need to be with her. I mean, why wouldn't she even understand where you're coming from?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So like,
And that's what you learn from off the top. Just that word right there, understanding. Like, it's the things that you want are very simple. Just stay very simple, like, and you'll get it out that person. Like you'll get it quick. Like you'll see. Like when you tell them something, like he just said, and you see that they're not understanding. It ain't even a situation I wanted you to understand. I just wanted you to just gain some sort of understanding on what's going on in my life. So that's how, because that's going to be compatible to what I got going on. That's simple.
Yeah.
And we can't do that just off the rip. I'll get
bye.
I ain't finna waste my time. Too many people out here.
Yeah.
It's way too many people out here. Like, and when you gain that confidence within yourself, you'll realize that it's not that many people out here. Like,
that list go
so
from
crazy,
like 1 billion
man.
to like 100 quickly.
Man, first thing I hate that I ever did, and I always tell people this, was that I became more aware of myself. I hate that it ever happened. That Kundalini experience they talk about, that knowing your chakra, that balancing your, I hate that I ever started. Hate it. I don't care what nobody say. I hate that I ever became a vegan or a pescatarian, whatever. I hate it because it changes the whole dynamic of life. In a good
the
way.
dating pool get
smaller. It's a great way, but it's just that everything gets smaller. People get limited. You realize that people really don't be taking care of themselves, so it really just kind of turn you off half of it. Like it just everything just changes. Like so, but it's always a good thing. That's why I always tell people grow yourself, and you know.
Man, Bo coming through some goddamn knowledge.
Hey man, I feel good now, man. I settled in, man. Energy right.
What do you say? What do you say at the
Is the
beginning?
mimosa helping? What's up?
What do you say at the beginning? He's like, I'm nervous. Like,
I am nervous. I'm still nervous. Shawty over here dropping game. You dropping game. She dropping game. I'm over here. I don't know when to jump in.
So put it like this.
No, you good. You good.
So putting yourself together as a man or a female, getting ready to, we got to talk like from the aspect of getting ready to date, right? With you being a brand ambassador, right? How can a man or a woman like kind of brand themselves in the positive light? Like say for instance, they got everything together, they know what they want. How can they get out there and like brand themselves to where they become attractive? Because first you got to have a physical attractive for somebody to even give you the acknowledgement. So how can they do that?
I think first of all, it's just being intentional. I think that you have to stand behind your brand. Almost like he said, I live and die behind my name. That's how you have to be behind your brand. And stay consistent. I see a lot of times people will be like, oh, I want to do this or do that, but then they'll let something distract them and then they'll go to that. You have to stay consistent with what your brand is. I am goofy. I am silly. I love to cut up. I love to dance, but that's not my brand.
Beautiful too. Don't lead it out.
Thank you.
This camera ain't showing no justice.
Right. Like,
Y'all better go to her damn Instagram account. Like,
Thank you.
And then man, leave her alone right now because she's still in her voyage. Okay, guys. It take a special one, but she's still in her voyage.
Thank you. But no, like that's not my brand. I'm not a comedian. I'm not a dancer, right? I love these things, but those are not who I am, okay? So my brand is very, when you come to my page, I want you to see women empowerment, fashionista, and a strong Black woman. So when you come to my page,
that's what I see.
That's my brand. And I think a lot of times people forget that when if you just want to get on Instagram and kiki and just have an Instagram, do whatever.
Right.
Post, dance, goofy.
Right.
But when you're doing a brand and you want people to take you serious, and like me, honestly, I have no manager, I have no PR. I literally just me and God, right? I'm like, if I meet him halfway, he's gonna bring. Like y'all reached out to me, and all my brand, deals that I have, it's just people reaching out to me because they can see a concise and a brand, right? And that's what I tell people all the time. Just be consistent, but more importantly, be you. Don't necessarily. I'm not necessarily the blueprint, but I can tell you, if you stay consistent and make it your own and really stay in your lane, you're gonna win.
She drops some knowledge. So
men
and women, stay in your lane. Know what you like, and then. Just like they were talking about dating with purpose, you need to Instagram it with purpose.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, for real.
Like honestly, unfortunately, and like Bo touched on this, he's like, he hate that the world is like this right now. But like, if social media or if Instagram is going to be basically like our dating LinkedIn profile, then we need to post with purpose.
Yeah.
Like, do what you like. Don't fake it. Do what you like, but do it with a certain elegance. That can be something
Put
important
a certain
as well.
you on it.
Yeah.
And to the dating, so that was like brand, but like to dating, yes. So, I want a husband. So I'm not going to post overly sexy photos where men, it's going to look like I'm wanting something else, right? So if you want to be a wife, I always say carry yourself to the highest platinum, right? So no gold, no silver. You always want to be platinum. I want my husband, my king, to treat me platinum. So I have to carry myself like that. So I think it's okay. I'm not saying don't be sexy. I'm not saying that, ladies. I'm not. A lot of people are like, just classy.
Yeah.
That's dangerous for our
somebody needed to hear that.
No, the knowledge that she just dropped for our Black women. Just imagine if the twerkers start, because just think about it.
Yeah.
We're the trendsetters, so whatever we do, other races are gonna follow hands down. Followed by our favorite race is Latin. They're gonna be right behind us.
Right.
Usually Caucasian people they hella late, but they gonna eventually come to the party. So I mean, just imagine if twerking went away or bathing suits went away and we saw more of what Ashley was talking about. Like, just imagine how the Black woman would look. How that whole stigma of, they just ratchet, just imagine if that was gone.
And we're beautiful. We don't have to,
right?
We have everything.
We
have the curves. We have the skin. We have the hair. We are it. We are the blueprint for women.
I'm afraid to time
men.
in here because
no, you not.
I'm a back out.
Your boy is the devil over here. So you can be naked. You can be whatever you want. Listen. A goddess is a goddess when she walk, no matter what, baby. If you naked on there and you got your purpose is getting money that way, I'm nowhere to judge. Cast the first stone will not come from me. You will not send me to hell. Like I'm not saying that against what she said. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying carry yourself to the highest honor, like she's saying, no matter what you're doing.
Whatever that means
no
for
matter
you.
What it is, because what's for you is for you. And what you attract in your world is what you attract. And, there's like somebody like, I think it's called Fairy Thug Mother or something like that, or my girl Jess Rocky. Both of them are people I follow on social media, and they're very sexy, and it's very in your face type of. It's very in your face type of sexiness. It is, but these are goddesses. These are people who, you can tell that their energy is not just about the sexiness that they're bringing. It's about more than that. So, and I throw that in there because just, you can be whatever you want to be. Like, I have no judgment on people. Like, So I just say, like, I echo what she say. Carry yourself to that standard, though. Whatever it is, the standard is always God is queen mode or king God mode. Period. Like that's the standard. Like, and if your mindset doesn't upgrade to that, go develop that. Go sit back and develop your mindset before you come out that house. Because you have to. Like, because when you're in this jungle, it's ugly out here. It's ugly out here. And if you're not at the perfect capacity to maximize yourself, mind, body, and soul, you tripping.
And then you gotta be careful too.
And social media carries that.
You might attract what you post too.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Just know that and no disrespect for what was just said, but if you go that way, then you might attract You might have to weave out a lot of options versus if you went ashy way. It's just like, yeah. Because men gonna say.
But here's the thing though, both sides are still ugly.
No,
both sides are still, no matter what. The ones who still weaving through and that's the point. That's the point. Like no matter which side, like don't get me wrong, you clean it up and do all of that, and keep it PG. I'll say. And go that route and be on that business because once again, that's me. You know what I mean? I'm the person on social media. I'm about my finance. I'm about my business. So I am PG on there. So I'm saying that speaking from that side of a personality. But on the other side, it's the exact same too. There's not a difference. It's just that more people will be attracted to you because you're showing. But on the back end, the people are getting attracted to you because you're that top tier. They're considering you that top tier. So there's still that thirst level is still like trust me. Fangs are out when I see girls in that top tier present yourself that I love that. I'm Vampire in Brooklyn. I'm trying to catch you and snatch you up. Like, so don't get me wrong. I'm just, you know what I mean? But on the other side, I know that it's the same thing too because we all got some ratchet in us. Stop playing. Like people let you on that side too. But it's about how you carrying yourself and like they say, your branding and stuff, you know what I mean? Like just make sure you working in that level. Like that's just my opinion. First of all, I'm single. So don't take none of my advice when it comes to relationships and stuff, because I ain't got nobody. Nobody won't be.
Well, it's 3 out of 1. 3 of us are single, and 1 is married. Like,
so you don't even watch my advice.
I made my list. Goddamn.
Hey, she had a dude come back from the past.
Did
and capture. He knew what he wanted. Man, he came and got it.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him for showing the world that men ain't crazy. When we see something we want, we'll come back. Don't play with us.
You know, bro, that's the thing that tripped me out because I put on social media the other day. I said, "What happens when you send a woman a message and they just heart it? Like, what the hell does that mean? Like, you ain't say nothing back. You just heart it." Like, and then what about your day?
You just killed my conversation. I don't know what to say now. Like, I just like restay in that mode.
I can't do a Quavo and send you an ice picture. like I don't flaunt my money or watches and stuff like that. I need an icebreaker, and I feel like, yo, you're a beautiful queen. You know what I mean? And all I get is a heart. I'm like, yo, the fuck?
Right.
Like, that's all I get? But you watching every video that I post, and you liking everything that I post, but... And then when I asked you, was like, why don't you talk to me? Like, motherfucker.
Hey, bro.
What did I just do?
I'm telling you right now, I can't wait till I get rich.
Why? What you gonna be?
Because just like my boy said, like, what am I supposed to do? I ain't got no money. I can't send you nothing. So like, help a brother.
I said I ain't got no money. I said I'm not showing my money.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you right.
I'm trying to be like these rappers.
I'm not showing my money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. So like, help a brother out. Man, don't like leave me, but. Can't wait till I get rich. I guess, you know what I mean? If I was Quavo, she'd just be like,
okay, so let's take it from this aspect. Like, going out. It's nighttime, you going out for a drink, and you single. Like, you really taking that step, man or a female, king or queen. You get yourself dressed up. You're at your counter. It's like, okay, what kind of cologne should I, what do I think a woman would naturally gravitate, or what would I think that would gravitate a man? Like, I know you got together some colognes and perfumes. What's your list? And then from there, I want you guys to give your opinion of your favorite perfume or your favorite cologne that you think is just a natural grabber without even the physical mindset. It's just like, yo, he smells good. I need to go and talk to him or something like that. So go ahead, what's your list?
Okay, so for men, the top 5 to 6 colognes are Creed, Sauvage, Tom Ford Ombre Leather, Mugler Pure Havane, Bleu de Chanel, and Dolce & Gabbana The One.
Got that one. I got number 1 and number 6.
Oh.
Yeah, number 1 only break out on certain occasions.
Okay.
That's when I'm going to like some Benihanas or not Benihanas, but Perry's or something like that.
Okay.
For the drink.
And then for females, the top 5 to 6 perfumes is Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf, Black Opium, YSL, Coco, Mademoiselle, Hypnotic Poison by Dior, Mon Paris, YSL, I got that one, and Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue.
That light blue is dangerous.
Supposedly.
What you think? Ash, what do you think? What's your favorite?
What's your go-to?
Yeah.
I have YSL.
I love it.
I just got, I don't know the name, but I got one from Louis Vuitton. It smells really good. It's the Rose. So whatever fragrance that is, that's one. And then I like Baccarat.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
What that smell like?
Right. It smells good. It's a unisex fragrance.
Okay.
And I like the Baccarat and I like Rose by him as well. But yeah, it smells really good. It smells like money. It smells expensive.
Oh.
Hey.
What it
Smells
smell
sexy.
like?
Hey, like,
Hey,
man,
what it look like?
she smell like something I can't even afford. Moving forward.
We like,
Yeah,
she smells good.
she's too expensive for me. Goddamn.
No, I like florals, right? So
Okay.
I like florals. I feel like that's soft, but it's still, comforting.
Okay. And what about you, Bo? What's your go-to cologne?
Y'all got me scared because I don't even really like know any of them colognes.
Oh, damn.
First of all, but nah, the only cologne I really have is a cologne fragrance. I got 2 of them. I don't even know the name of them. They from Zara though. Like they real good though. That's it. I really don't even care about all that, y'all.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What about yours?
I'll hit that cologne because the cologne I do have from Zara, really, everybody always tells me it smells good. So I have 2 fragrances. One of them for the nighttime, one of them for just knocking my smell off when I gotta go around people. But
it's that light cologne.
It still leave me smelling like myself.
Yeah.
But it puts me in a good little space. You know what I mean? I can navigate with it. You know? So, but to be honest, man, I really don't even like. People always talk about colognes and stuff, and I'm 32 years old, so I should probably know this. But whatever.
Yeah. What about you, Chrissy? What's your go-to perfume?
So I have some Ferragamo. What did I put on today? Well, I be on my oils and mist and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I got on right now.
Me too.
Yeah.
You see,
That's what I got on right now.
Yeah.
I need some steady money flow. I spray myself before. But
Yo,
I love it.
yes.
I be able to keep my energy good. Man. I don't want no other smells but myself, and my body.
What you smell like, me?
Yeah.
Damn, what you talking about? Me? That's what I smell like.
Some good luck.
It's that Bo smell. Yeah. When you
no.
leave me, you go, damn, what was his name? Bo? His name was Bo. He said it.
So like sometime around the house, going to bed, like as soon as I get out the tub or whatever, I may put on some Ferragamo or whatever.
I know Keith ass be like,
Just
baby,
smell
hey,
like some,
let me tell you something, baby.
But I just bought a few weeks ago YSL Libre. So that's what I'm on right now. Like just I'll spray it going to work or whatever. Like if I don't spray my little oils and mist. But yeah.
So for me, I got the Creed, but that's only brought out certain occasion. That damn bottle was $400.
Yeah.
The dumbest purchase I've ever did, but I had
That's
to.
why Keith ain't got none now.
Hey, I had that bottle
Like,
now
no.
for a year and a half. No bullshit. It gets sprayed like maybe 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Maybe. Other than that, daytime is Versace. I got a nice Versace. I can't remember the actual title of it. And then I got that light blue as well. But my nighttime go-to cologne is going to be the Polo Red. I like that one.
Yeah, I love that Polo.
I like the Polo Red.
I had bought him some.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so let me ask y'all ladies this question, then it's going to be on us.
I got you.
So when it comes to a man grooming, all right, we talking about the beard, the eyebrows, the unibrow, the hair, everything, nails. What do you guys pay attention to? What do you ladies pay attention to as far as like the grooming aspect?
You can go first.
We're going to say hypothetically for Chrissy, though.
Right.
Hypothetical situation here.
I love when he goes and gets his haircut. Like haircut Fridays, whatever, or Thursdays for him. Like I love that. Like they just put a different spin on it. But if I was single, I guess the first thing I look at is a smile. Like I love someone that, loves to smile and, teeth clean, whatever whatever.
Yeah.
Like and the smell good, like that type stuff comes later because I guess obviously I got to be up on you to smell you, but the main thing is the teeth, like a pretty smile.
Okay. Now it's your turn.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's like initially, yes, your smile, your hygiene, those things. And yeah, I'm not really picky like with that. You need to smell good. Your breath needs to smell good.
Yeah.
And your teeth are clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really big on like, oh, you got a haircut. Like I'm not that girl. So you have to like be like, babe, I went and got my hair. I'm like, oh yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be like, oh, you need to go get a haircut.
Yeah, no,
Like
no,
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not paying
Chrissy was
attention
like,
that much.
nah, nigga, you need to go get a haircut now. Like,
Well-
go do some shit with your goddamn head.
And I ain't.
And then I think you just need to be neat. I want somebody that looks, neat in their own way, right?
Oh
so,
my God.
Yeah.
You look neat. You don't look thrown together.
Yeah. So that means take some time in the morning. Like, lay your outfit out. Make sure your shit is ironed too, dog. Don't throw it in the goddamn dryer and then your shit is fucking not wrinkled.
Be like, just knock the wrinkles out. Like, that works. That works.
Throw that shit in tumble mode. No. Break out the iron. Get some goddamn what's that?
Faultless.
Yeah, get some faultless. Ooh, some Stay Flow. You remember that shit with some water, y'all? Like, goddamn. Yeah, creases for days.
Stand them pants up.
Hey, man. It's like, hey, I want you to stand next to me today. Confident. So what about you? Okay, Bo, so like, so we gonna say from a woman's perspective, like looking at a woman, what is something that naturally attracts you?
Natural hair. Any type of natural hairstyle, braids,
The fro?
any fro, any the low cut. Them low cut shawties be getting me.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Hey, y'all are the devil.
Yeah.
What was the one? Hey, what was the one that died? She was fun.
Gigi. First of all, I met
A
Gigi
woman with
in
a
real
cut
life
hair.
at a pool party one time. That woman was the truth.
Yeah,
I'm not even talking about her body.
Like no,
Not her
I'm
body,
talking
but
about
her
just
face,
She's
bro.
beautiful.
Yeah.
yes,
face.
like.
Yeah.
Come
I
on,
saw
Wiz.
her-
Me and Wiz Khalifa could have been brothers. Hey, he had Amber. I knew Wiz.
Yeah.
Back then. Like,
But Gigi, man, I don't think Gigi was national. I think she was only between Atlanta, Houston, and Dallas. Like she was popular like that.
Yeah.
She was,
But
but
she was the truth, man. Rest in peace. To
on the question, natural. That side is always a first go for me. Like if I'm just looking, just trying to see what I like just from afar. Then, but if I'm up close and like, smile. Smiles on like because if you smile at me, that means like you're open. You're being open,
Yes.
and most girls like look at you or like they like be afraid to like. That shyness start hitting them, and it's like, what do I do? Like, nigga, just smile. Like, give me like my go in. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, what about this one? What if they look you up and down? I take that as competition, but
they
I'm
do
going in.
they do that. Hey,
I'm going in.
Hey, that's when that gorilla come out. Now you're letting me know like you have that aggressive, but that's that confidence.
Yeah,
Then like now you come to play. Like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, shit,
yeah.
you finna get me. I ain't even finna get you.
I ain't even got to try.
You know what I mean? Like,
Like, what you looking at like that?
Hey,
Damn,
but and now even that he say that though, that like I think for women, because women always tell me like they don't like to holler at men, like they want to be hollered at. And I always say no, like y'all need to be like hit a nigga with that,
open.
yeah, hit a nigga with that little look up and down, like boy stop playing. And you hit me with that, like hold on, you trying to little boy me, you trying to little boy me real quick.
Wait a second. Hold on.
I'm listening.
Say, I did that last week.
Like you got something to say.
Don't time in. Hey, I'm just
You have to be open. Ain't no one saying like make the first move.
No,
But, like,
not
give him,
that,
Give,
yeah.
give him the green light.
Yeah.
Like, that's all.
Like yeah, as human beings, like I think I hate being so deep because it makes me feel like I
No, man,
like,
go ahead.
That's great.
But just as human beings, like I think we seem to forget that we are in the jungle. Like we are like lions. Like right now at this exact moment, I'm like a lion, and there's a female predator next to me, and there's another lion in the room next to me. You're married, so I'm just going.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Just understand like why I'm
Say, me and Bo gonna have to duke this shit out now.
but like in the jungle, that's how energies collide. Like
exactly.
that's how energies collide. So think about an environment where you're in the club or you're in the art museum or something like that, or wherever you're just at the park or something, and you see a shawty, but you have to understand y'all are in the jungle. And the same thing for the female. When the lion goes up to the lioness, she's checking him. She's not letting him just walk up. Like she's hitting him with a growl and everything. Like, like bro, that growl means all right, come over here and play me, but I'm gonna wrestle with you. We gonna have this little tussle. Like I don't want you, but no, I did want you. Like I didn't let you get this far because the lioness will fight a lot.
That right there is fucking important. I think that every man needs to understand that if a woman talks back, it don't matter how her feedback is. Yo, that's your shot.
That's your shot.
And it's just like football. It's like 12 seconds on that clock, but 12 seconds is a fucking lifetime. You got to go in there, and I mean, shit. If she's sarcastic, man, you got to, I wouldn't say match the vibe, but you still got to be confident in how you come into her, man. It's like, yo, I just wanted to talk to you, but shit, you ain't about that life. Here's a drink, man. I'm moving on about my fucking day.
Right.
Next thing you know, she gonna come up to talk to you. Like, hey, I apologize for this and that. I'm just going through a lot, man. Okay, let's talk about it. Then dissect. But like he said, yo, 2 lions in the jungle, man. You're going to see that every time you go to a club.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, hands down. Or if you go to a day party or something like that. Especially a day party.
Yeah, these
Or especially these happy hour
People
events.
can see people sleeping and they be drunk. Yeah. Well, drinking in daytime, they always be
It's different.
It's different. It's different. It's a different environment though. And I just go back to always just tell people like we seem to forget that we're in the jungle. Like we think as humans, since we're so mentally strong and so far past animals and stuff. Like that we can talk and communicate better than animals. We think that we don't have that animal instinct. No, we're still in the jungle. We're still, you know what I mean? And that just goes to how everyday life circulates and how things happen. Like if you pay attention to how life is happening, it happens in a jungle type of way. Like we talked about earlier about the passing of Mo 3. That's a jungle mentality. That's just like two lions meeting up and like, nigga, I've been trying to get this lion. He ain't with his pride neither.
Exactly.
That mentality is gonna kick in. It's no different when it comes to the dating thing too. When you're in the dating thing and you see a woman who you think that you can actually go out and approach, you have to come in with that killer instinct, and killer instinct means different things. It can mean throw a joke. It can mean killer instinct go right for the kill. It can mean killer instinct to where you might actually look up and get it this on the first night. Things happen, bro. So you have to have just, you know what I mean? You go back to that mentality, and the same thing for women. Me on the women's side, I'm a man, but I would just tell women like y'all just have to be more. I like an aggressive woman. That's what I like. That just goes back to why I think strippers are winning right now. Is because
not strippers. No, I'm just saying. Not the strippers, but the strippers.
That always messes up the things I say. Yeah. But I say that the reason I say that because they have confidence right now, and in a social media platform days where everything is in your face, That's why sex sells so much because people who goes on the sex side, Kim Kardashian. Shout out to my boy Ye. But and
Ray J. I hit it first. Let me stop playing.
But you know what I mean? Sex sells. Like that confidence. And when I say sex sells, that confidence sells. Like it breeds confidence. And so, you know what I mean? And when it comes to a woman being aggressive, like that's why I say women need to be just more aggressive because a lot of women are just laid back and they're so used to the man coming after them full fledged. Then they talk about, men are thirsty.
When they wanted their independence, that shit went away. You got to be confident in motherfucker.
Ooh, don't do that. I don't even know why he said that, man. Don't talk about the independence because that go that 50-50 thing. Y'all capping out here about how much money y'all make more than men and stuff, but then want to talk about.
Hey, I don't even want to talk about that because the nigga got trapped like a motherfucker. Like I don't even want to talk about that.
Oh man, we just in here together.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you about something because, like you said, we're lions, right? So from our perspective, we're two different guys, Bo and I. For me, I passed that whole phase that you're talking about. You know, I love women that's natural. I love any race of woman, but I mean, to be honest with you, I'm back to where I was at the beginning. I'm loving like black women to basically the end of life right now. I would say in comparison to Chrissy husband, can I say his name? Is that all right? Keith, my boy Keith.
It's actually Keith.
Keith. Chief Keith, but no, with him, like I always told Chrissy, it's crazy how he came into her life, right? Like this dude is a man of many talents. Like you think that I can pick up some wood and build a motherfucking fence or change a whole goddamn room in your house? Like that nigga right there is of a different breed. You know what I mean? Like a lot of men have different ways and different traits. I always say, like for me, just like how you like women that's what did you say? You like women that's aggressive. I like women that's aggressive and crazy. I don't know why. Fucking attracted to it. Sarcasm, boy. Sarcasm is just like a fucking.
It may make the conversation make things so much.
Boy, when a woman challenges me, you know how much that. Jesus.
Yeah, Capricorn, that's why.
Hey, man. But I need you to stay away from Capricorn. How real we are, because I don't bullshit. I'm straight honest with you. But, I mean, just to keep it real, like how you said, we're lying and stuff like that. For me, I'm in a 200-day fast, so I'm not looking at sex. Sex is totally out of the picture for me. So just like how Chrissy said, like in a post, she was like, you know, what you gonna do for a man besides give him rented coochie or used coochie? Yeah. Like that's where I come from now. I don't say it like that.
Coochie.
Hey, some of it is rented because some of it is rented and some of it is leased because they got booty partners and then some of it is used. Yes. But for me, it's just like
sorry.
I like it.
It's like I'm not asking you like what you can provide me from a money aspect. I'm talking about like what can you provide me as far as like when I'm low and you're high, or what can you provide me when I'm hurt. Like physically hurt.
How can you break my depression?
Yeah.
How can you pull me out of these dark spaces? Like once again, I always tell people I love Kanye West, right? I'm a Gemini, so that's more probably the reason too. But I do because he's not afraid to expose when he's in different spaces. Yeah. And I always tell people when it comes to a woman, how could you deal? Because that's how people truly are. Like people are not all the time. Yeah. But because he's a Gemini, it switches like that. Yeah. When people go through some shit. So how do you pull your partner out when he's in, or when he's high? How do you, when you low and they're high, and you feeling bad because you low? How do you even maintain the frequency to be able to balance with them when they're high? So and like that's way deeper than just because you was fine. Now just because you was fine got me to your front door. Yeah, but that ain't gonna keep me at the front door. I can be the mailman. Just drop the paper off and keep kicking.
Oh, you can be the maintenance man.
You know what I mean? I can come in and go ahead and fix. You know what I mean?
Fix your pipes and then I'm gone. But to be honest with you, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like you do have a proud alliance, but at the end of the day, lions look for something different. Each lion looks for something different.
Shout out to
that's where I'm looking. That's what I'm looking for right now. That's where I'm at. I feel like anybody that's willing to give it up fast, you're not for me whatsoever, because I don't care about. To be honest, I don't care about pussy. Period. Right. I care about what the fuck you gonna do, because I got money. I ain't worried about that. You know what I mean? I got 2 kids. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking on more kids. I wouldn't mind that. But my thing is, what are you gonna do for me when I'm down? Because like I'll be honest with you, I'm a man. I go through depression moments like a motherfucker. Like if I got issues at work, and like you're an entrepreneur, or if you go to work too, it's just like how can you help me? Yo, you gonna make it through this? I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear, basically, like, pick yourself up. Come on, we about to leave.
Help me strategize.
You about to do something spontaneous for me that's going to get me out of this fucking slump. Because I'm telling you, we talk about it all the time. I'm in depression mode every fucking day after work.
That's crazy that you say that. Just to piggyback, I was on Instagram on Bleacher Report listening to Victor Cruz talk about when he got injured. And he was saying that his family would go and his wife would get him out the house and just drive him around the neighborhood, just take him around just to get him out, to break his cycle, because he never wanted to leave the house because he was depressed about his injury. So to piggyback on what you're saying, help me break my depression. Help me break what the flow that I'm in. When you see I'm stuck in the rut and I can't figure out the solution, go help me figure out the solution. Bring a different element to my life that can help me propel and take me further, because I promise you I'm going to do the exact same thing for you. And that should be our intentions.
At every cost. Because for me, when I got married, I'm divorced. My next wife, she getting fucking everything. What? I'm going to die for that motherfucker. Like, hands down. Like, if you a motherfucking of a different race and you talking shit to my wife, boy, best believe your ass either going to get shot or you going to get your ass beat. It's only going to be one of the two. I'm going to prison for her and I'm going to die for her. Hands down. I stand behind my word as a motherfucking Capricorn. This is some real shit. However, I agree totally with you, bro. Yeah, I agree totally. That's what the fuck I'm looking for. And as a man, I think that needs to be put in our foundation. As far as a woman.
Hold on, I was just as a man and woman, like on both ends.
Oh yeah, okay.
When we say things like that are strong and powerful, as impactful as what you just said, let's not put as a man. You know what I mean? As just people, or you can say man and woman, because we want to. That goes for both sides. You know what I mean? It really goes for both sides. Because as a woman, like I say, you got to have that strength too, because there's so much you bear. Like once you bring a child into this world, so that energy and that protection that you have on that, and I feel like I'm gonna kill everything behind my kids. So I can just imagine what a woman gonna feel like, because you carried that kid.
Why you think that I ride? Like, even though the mothers of my daughters, you know what I mean? Like, we're not together, but best believe if their boyfriend do something and my child to sit there and watch it, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh yeah,
I make sure that when I meet each guy, I'm strapped. You gonna see this.
You can't bring that energy though. You can't bring that energy.
No, it's just a fair warning that if you lay hands, like if you gonna beat her when my kid is not around. God damn. That's something totally different. Like I can't say.
Hey, shout out to the mother of my kids, because I am not a bad person. Because bro, my baby mom used to think I was bad, because when we dated, I was in my aggressive stage as a man. So I fought niggas a lot. Like I was in the street. Like I said, I came from Louisiana, so I was in that phase. Like when I first moved to Dallas, I wanted to fight. I remember I used to go to school and have fight with these niggas in school, because they would try to holler at her, just like, bro, what are you doing? Don't talk to my girl. That's my girl. Like,
that's off the strip, though, man. That's predatory.
I really did stuff like so. It was so. And when we broke up, I feel like she had that image of her in her head of me. And so when I would meet her boyfriends, I'd be so calm. I'd be like, "Yeah, what's up, dude?" Like, "Yeah, bro, what's up?" And then I could tell their energy is like, "This nigga about to steal off." I'm like, "What are y'all doing?" Like, first of all, I'm a changed person.
Right.
I pray. I am not that person no more. But so I don't agree with him. I ain't going scrap. I'm going at peace all. Now I say, "What's up, my brother?" Like,
I'm calm.
But I'm letting them know
I'm calm.
there is another side to this. Like, I'm just
yeah.
gonna present the.
For me, you're gonna see everything up front. I'm gonna give you the calm, but at the same time, you can get the wrath of me at the same time.
When I come,
because I'm very protective of my two girls, man.
He is.
I'm very fucking protective.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you know
is.
up front, yo. If you do anything to her mother while she's watching, I'm fucking you up, hands down. If somebody touch my daughter, I'm fucking you up, hands down.
Oh gosh.
You won't understand this until you're in a situation like how I am.
That's why I can't.
Yeah.
That's why I can't
Yeah.
speak on it because you know what I mean. The mothers of my kids have always protected my kids, and my daughter's mom, my daughter's husband, he's a great dude. So you know what I mean. Like I ain't got no beef, no smoke with nobody. So I can't.
Yeah.
But I get what you said. I really do because
I'm ready for that stage though. I'm ready for them to get married.
My energy
so
be always on 10 in my head when it come to my kids. Like,
Yeah.
It'd be hard to pull me back, and I'd be like, "Well, you tripping?" Like, so I just be
But yeah, so like, what do you guys have in closing remarks like for people that's single, that's looking to get to the next level? We talked about the grooming aspect. We talked about how they should base or build their foundations. What would be like a closing remark that you can, Ashley, starting with you, that you can speak about men and women and what they can do to, you know, better overcome shy situations or take a step forward in that perspective?
I think that, like y'all said, just normalizing intimacy, not sexually. Being intimate with your mind, being intimate with your emotions, and just truly getting to know somebody. So I think that just normalizing being intimate and not necessarily sexual. So
Okay.
that's what I would say.
What about you, Bo?
Mental thing. Okay.
I would say get uncomfortable.
Facts.
If like I used to be the reason I'm so friendly and open because I was very friendly and open. Like I was just fuck it. Like I walk up to anybody, I'm having fun. But now I'm an introvert. Like I try to be to myself. But that's my uncomfortable side. Be uncomfortable. So if you're shy, go be friendly. You know what I mean? Just try doing the opposite, especially when you're in your single stage, because you want to just learn a different side of yourself. So and that's just all I see when it comes to being single. It's just about being different, learning new things about yourself. And when you going into the relationship pool, know that it's anything goes. You know what I mean? Don't set the expectations are just the things you want, the things you want. Like she said, when she got married or went out to get her husband, she had a list of things. Now that list is just to help her set the goals. You know what I mean? Just like I create a vision board every year when I get ready to map out my year and my plan. That's just to show me where I want to be or what I want to achieve. It's not to say these things gonna happen or they has to be exactly like this.
Right.
So when it comes to just relationship, do the exact same thing in your mind. Like visualize that person, see that person exactly how you want to see her. Don't put no color and stuff on her. Or you can. But you know, try to paint that picture of that perfect person in your head as good as you want. The things they do, where they gonna take you, how y'all gonna take each other, the place y'all want to go, and then go out into the world and allow the universe, God, to put whatever that person into existence. And it can come in the club, it can come at a bar, it can come at an art gallery, it can come at the park, it can come at work. You know, it can come while you're riding in the car and you're at the light, you look to the side and see shawty. You just have to be open. That's just my, you know what I mean? That's just, you know what I mean, with me looking at it.
What about you?
No, that's
And do you have anything to say like in the hypothetical situation that if you were single? No? Okay.
Man, help us not be married, man.
I'm just saying, I done told y'all, you gotta make your list. You have to be, like you say, to piggyback on you, like you have to be open. Like you can't be like, oh no, I want this. Like be flexible with that. Like you may get some of these attributes or whatever in this particular person, but like you can't, like, okay, let's say you're single. You want somebody that's 6'2", but what God and the universe have for you, that person may be 5'8". You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be open. Like you have to be flexible with that. So that's what I'm saying. Like same thing he said.
I think this is being honest. I think that all of you guys are correct. I'm piggybacking off all of y'all. Go in uncomfortable. you have your guidelines or your goals of where you want to be at, but don't really stick to them in a way. And then date somebody who's opposite of you. Don't date anybody that's the same as you. I think that was a big one that I took from that video at the same time. So, I mean, that's just where I'm at with mine's. Definitely. And if you can, take sex out of the picture. Like, if you take that challenge and
I don't even think of it, man.
Yeah, like, that should be furthest from your mind. Like for real.
When it comes to sex, man, I just put it as if it happens, it happens. Like, leave it in that space. Like, anytime, like, it'd be so weird, like, when people, like, put that little, like, oh, you trying to have sex with me? I'm like, nigga, well, that's obvious. Like, anybody wants to have sex with anybody, but let's, like, not even bring it up, though. Like, if it doesn't happen for the next 3 months, the fact that I like you is really while I'm here. But don't, come on, like, don't act like we wasn't gonna have sex if we was together for 50 years. Like, bro, stop. Like, take that out of there.
It's a natural thing. But at the same time,
like,
it's like what you want to do, man, is you just want to get to know that person and let your personality shine and be more radiant than anybody else is out there. One thing with me is when I talk to a person, I set clear expectations up front. And I don't go back from it. What you hear from the beginning is what the hell you gonna get at the end with me. One thing I heard is like Capricorns are like really the realest when it comes to like being completely blunt, and she knows this. Like,
y'all can't say Nathan about Gemini. Like, leave us the hell alone.
They be trying to come for us too, but they
say us Capricorns, man. I'm just gonna keep it real, man. But yeah, that's what I say, man. Set clear expectations. Do the vision board. Man, just do all of that, man, and just jump off the cliff with no damn parachute.
Yeah.
And watch you grow up.
And then watch what happens. Boy, you gonna land on your goddamn feet, be like, I could do that again. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I have in closing. But let's go ahead and wrap it up with the serenity prayer. Let's go ahead and make that happen.
All right. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Amen.
I want to thank you guys for coming out, man.
Hey, thank y'all. This was fun, man. Man.
Hey, and I'm gonna say this one thing, man. I'm gonna speak like I'm gonna manifest this in your life. You need to go ahead and get your ass a podcast because I mean, and then also you too, man. Like both of you guys, like just the way that you guys like. I want to say like spreaded your message in such a way. You know what I mean?
I actually played with the idea, man, but it's just. I'd be nervous, man. I don't really, man. I'd be about scared. I'm gonna say something that's gonna make everybody mad.
I had one, but one of my members that was in my podcast, she passed away before we could finish. So yes,
her legacy is for you to continue.
Brittany. Okay.
Go ahead and continue it, just for her. Just for her, just continue it.
That might be a nugget. You might be manifesting that energy.
Hey, but what else kings got to do? Man, we got to manifest in these women, man. You got to let the queens know what time it is.
I sure was gonna say earlier. She said something. I was like, look, brother, I'm telling y'all, you got to get you a strong woman next to you with great knowledge, man. Because like when they piggyback off each other, you can just the growth.
Absolutely.
Hey, but shout out though, you need somebody for your podcast, hit me up. I got you.
I always say that you never know what a woman, man. A woman from a man, they can either take you all the way to the ground, or she can take you past the sky.
Yes,
like seriously,
and then the thing about you, she don't even really bring you to the ground because if you mold and you build her right as a man, since you're the leader, since you're the most masculine energy of the party, the woman is gonna be feminine. She's gonna be changing.
Yes,
but the man is gonna be masculine. When you mold her the correct way, you build her the correct way, it only goes up. It only goes up. You destroy the relationship whether you know it or not.
Yeah, you got to be able to take that goddamn credibility at the same time.
Yeah,
in my T.I. voice.
Credibility for everything. As the man for everything.
Hey, man, like the men, people don't understand. Like the black man, like, okay, so the black woman is by far the most talked about. They just put down. It's bullshit. Behind that, the black man is like the most degraded creature on this planet. And I know it's for certain reasons because we're masculine, we're strong. And then when the black man and the black woman together, it's a fucking wrap for anybody. Yeah. Like point blank, period. So I definitely agree with that. But I think that you two definitely need to get up on this podcast and share your knowledge. And I mean, like just the wealth of knowledge that you guys shared today.
Yeah,
our
like
listeners
that
is going to be, because we have at least about, we started off at like 2 listeners, then we went to 50, you know what I mean? And now we have 1,500 episodes. So I mean, shoot,
I'm glad that y'all gave me this opportunity though. Like, I really, I haven't felt this open in a while.
Hey, man, I'm glad you, man.
I'm thankful that both of y'all agreed. to come in.
Thank you.
Yeah, this was great.
Because I didn't know how it was gonna turn out.
Yeah.
No bullshit. I was like, man,
I already knew it was gonna be on point.
Yeah, she's like, nah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be like, nah.
I appreciate it because she stayed on top of me like, man, I really think you do good. I was like, man, whatever, man. I don't want me to do this here. Really? Hello, man. I don't even like social media stuff.
But yeah, let me go ahead and close this out, man. Hey, for you After Darkers, man, make sure you guys follow our guests on their social media platforms. We're gonna say it one more time. Ashley
Ollison.
I am Taboyous.
All right, and then Chrissy.
Chrissy PYT.
And me, King, Stephen J.
Yeah.
Hey, man, just make sure you guys follow us. And also follow us on After Dark Talk. We're on every damn platform. We're actually going to be going to Spreaker. We're leaving Podbean. So we're going to Spreaker. We're going to go ahead and take the deal, make that happen. I was just like, fuck it. I'm tired of working a 9 to 5 or a commission type job. So we just need to make it happen. But what you got, man?
I'm going to say this before I leave this. Smile because you owe it to yourself. And if you think it, you shall be able to achieve it. I'm out, man.
Ooh,
God damn, this mother boy Johnson.
He just had to have the last
somebody,
word.
hey.
That's my favorite saying.
But yeah,
Right.
on some real stuff, man. Make sure you guys follow us on all platforms. We actually will. I'm thinking about an OnlyFans, man, instead of this damn.
OnlyFans? What you trying to do?
No, not on that level. OnlyFans can be used for
shit.
business as well. We ain't getting naked in this motherfucker. But
I only know the other
but yeah, business wise. But no, we definitely gonna be dropping some gems in our in our Patreon as well. We about to get that loaded up and rocking and rolling. But other than that, we thank you guys for listening to today's episode. You guys have a good rest of your week. Also, don't look forward to Mondays anymore. Look forward to Fridays. That's where we're gonna be releasing everything. Other than that, you guys have a good week. We love you guys. Man, stay blessed.
Yes. Peace.
Bye.